Bonafide hustler here.
Rake and profit.
College picker. Young J Chong.
Young just got into the house. All right. What's going on, guys? This is hey, Young, we're on live, bro. Hold on. All right. This is Green Room Hangout number 41. Today we're going to be talking about the balance and how to balance hustling with all the things in your daily life and how we kind of do it. And you'll get kind of like the Green Room perspective on each one of the admins and how they balance it within their own lives. So I'm the Bonafide Hustler. I reside in Austin, Texas. I'm also the author of this book right here called Flip That Shh. You can find it on Kindle Market, Amazon, smashwords.com. Really good book. Definitely get you started in the game if you haven't already. But I go to garage sales, yard sales, thrift shops, pawn shops, estate sales, swap meets, whatever I can get my hands on to make some money, and I do it full time. I sell it on places like Craigslist, eBay, Amazon, consignment stores, and my antique booth. But that's who I am, and I'll toss it over to a guy in the way northeast of the country, Mr. Rake and Profit.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Steve. I go by Rake and Profit. I'm one of the admins of the Green Room. I also run a YouTube channel. I've been reselling for over 2 years now on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist. Recently started a Kindle business, and yeah, I guess you could say I'm an entrepreneur. Always looking to find new ways to make money and add value to the marketplace. But today's going to be a really cool show talking about balance in our life, in business, and everything. So really, really excited about it, and I'm going to pass it off to my main man, Eric, or the college picker.
What's up, guys? People know me as Eric, also the college picker. I'm freezing right now. It's 33 degrees. I'm stealing some Wi-Fi from Starbucks so I could be with you guys. So that's how much I care to make it to the Green Room. You guys don't even know how hard it was to get here on time. So I have a Etsy store. I do some Amazon and some eBay, some Craigslist. I actually just sold something on Craigslist 2 days ago for 175 bucks. I bought it for 100 in Florida, used it to move my stuff, and then I sold it for 175. So it was a pretty cool little story. I'll probably do a little write-up in the Green Room about it. There's a genre type of that item kind of in our guide, 100 amazing items to resale, which is available for purchase. I think it's $39.99, or you get it for free in the Green Room. It's a really good guide. We put a lot of effort into compiling a bunch of random things, breaking them down about things that we've experienced selling, that we break it down of brands, where we find them, how to find them, like kind of like how to spot them, test them, those kind of things, and then a good little nitpick bit of information of the Green Room about it. Our Green Room, what do we call it? The Green Room tip? A Green Room tip, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I think you're freezing. I think you're literally like freezing to death right now.
No, I'm good. My core temperature is 98.6, so I'm good.
Okay.
So yeah,
toss it over, Eric.
I'll toss it over to
Wall hog.
Bam, California.
What's up, guys? Retro aficionado. Just got home, but yeah, been doing reselling for quite a while now. I primarily sell on the FBA Amazon platform, but you know, I utilize them all. I sell on all platforms, and yeah, I live in San Jose, California, and I just love what I do. I enjoy it.
So, Retro Aficionado, one thing real quick. Does your AC work in your house, or what's wrong? What's going on? Does the heater not work in your house? What's going on?
Oh, no, I literally just walked in the door, man.
Okay.
How cold is it there, bro? Let's have a cold contest.
I don't know. I would say, where's my phone?
I think we're pretty close to
I'm guessing right now. It's like 55 or something.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I was kind of wondering, like, why you were broadcasting with a like a snow parka on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
52. No, I literally just walked in the door as soon as. So.
Okay. Well, that's cool, man. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the balance of hustling into our normal lives. But before we go through that, let's do a quick sound check, make sure we got 23 viewers in the room right now. So let's make sure our sound is good. I want to make sure, that we can be heard. People out there in YouTube land, just help us out real quick. Just let us know if the sound is good. What's interesting about the comment feed is we have it, I'm You know, it's not the kind of comment feed that you see on some of the other live streams that you see on YouTube. And we like this comment feed because after the fact, you can see all the comments. So if you want to go back into the show when it becomes an actual video on my channel, you can see all the comments and you can get, you know, the feed. Maybe you missed something. Maybe there was a link that was tossed out that you missed or something. And that's the reason why we do this kind of feed. But I want to shout out a couple people while we're doing our sound check, guys. Kevin Nielsen, whose flight is delayed, and he's watching the Hangout from the Denver airport. How cool is that?
I had layover in Denver. It's a nice airport. I got stuck there, actually. I was there for over a day. I pitched a tent there.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was the airport?
That was the airport.
Yeah, I
So
totally remember that.
There's probably a wanted picture with my face on it.
I guess my question to Kevin Nielsen is it delayed because of rain or inclement weather? Is it snow related or what? Or is it just a plane that is not there yet? Anyways, let us know in the feed. I'm just curious. We got Henry S. in the feed. We got Orange Elephant 523, who is Brock. He's in the green room. Got a lot of people in the green room right here right now. So let me resort these comments. I want to see if we sound good, guys. And we want to ask the people out there as well. How cold is it in your place? I'm just curious, man. Where is everyone from that are watching us right now? We got 24 viewers. Where are you guys from? How cold is it? Because it looks like CP is freezing. I know that outside it's about 36 here in Austin. Raken, is it snowing out? Is it snow already on the floor down there?
No, it's been weird this year. It's been 30, then it's been 55, then it's been 40. It's probably about 35, 40 right now over here.
Okay. And then Yong's at 50 something?
52.
33
nice.
here.
So yeah, waiting for these comments to come through. This is going to be one of those shows, guys, out there in YouTube land that if you comment, there's a very high chance we're going to see your comment today. Some of the shows go real fast in the comment feed to where it's kind of tough to read all the comments at once. So I'm hoping everything works good on this one and we can see all the I have a feeling my comments are super delayed on my channel, on my side. So while we await for the stuff to come down, I'm constantly refreshing here. We can start on the topic of what's it called? Balancing our hustling within our life. So, who wants to start that off? Who thinks they have a really good? Who here in the admin staff thinks they have a really good grasp of hustling and personal life, or could you argue that there's always something you can work on?
There's always something you can work on.
Oh yeah, tons. For myself, I know I have a lot of improvement, but you know, it's always about striving forward and trying to improve yourself every day. You know, it's not a competition between me and Chris or me and Yong. It's really a competition between
me and Steve.
Between who we're looking at in the mirror. I mean, that's no competition with CP. Look at his hair. But
wow,
I'm no better. Look at me. I look like a.
You just got a nice haircut, bro. I need to get one of those. Where'd you get it? Maybe I can go visit and go see the same guy.
I got it personally by myself by shaving it.
Oh, you did it yourself?
I have to say, Steve, you have a very nice dome.
Oh, well, thank you. You know what? This is one of the main reasons why I joined the green room, because Yong, you know, I've been feeling down today, and a compliment like that just lifts my spirits up. I like that jacket. Is that a North Face?
It is.
I know, I saw the logo sticking out. Anyways.
Okay, so I think our comment feeds are good now. Sorry. I can't tell if my comment feed's messed up or not, man. Or maybe people aren't commenting. I have no idea. So, okay, so we're probably going to jump into this thing. It seems as if there's always room for improvement, right? I mean, I guess in the consensus is no one's ever perfect, but you can always strive to become really good at what you do and keep it on. I like to call it cruise control, right? How do you get hustling to cruise control status where your life functions properly, you feel happy when you wake up, you actually do wake up, right? You're not sleeping in every single day because you're depressed. That's what I'm talking about. So I guess we can all, I mean, I can kick it off, or Raken, you want to kick it off? It's really up to whoever wants to kick it off. I've got things I want to talk about.
Why don't you kick it off, Chris?
Okay, I'll kick it off, man. I'll kick the you know what out of this off. Okay.
Field goal.
Touchback.
Okay, so one of the things that I want to, of course, I'm going to go over like 5 different things, right? One's going to be fitness, the other one's going to be relationships, the other one's going to be priorities, happiness and ensuring the future of your hustle. So quickly within fitness, of course, everyone knows that if you watch my channel, I'm really, even if you didn't know, like you just kind of got the hint that I'm big into, riding bikes and lifting weights and all that stuff. And if you didn't know by now, I do have a secondary YouTube channel that is operational, but it doesn't have many videos on it yet, but it will have a pretty decent amount of videos on it early in January already. I converted easily half of my garage to a gym. I really care a lot about physical fitness. I think it's paramount to just about anything else, right? I think, Raken, you might have actually put a Facebook post today. I think you were out in front of a LA Fitness, right? And
Yep.
you were about to walk in, so you snap a shot, you put it on your Facebook, but it says something like, why don't you tell us what's your, I know, so picture a gym, guys, in your head and Raken's Facebook post, but what did you write below your Facebook post, Raken?
Yeah, I said, I'm trying to think exactly what I said. I said something along the lines of, it's awesome to have money, it's awesome to have a great business, but without your health, it means nothing. And that's just
right.
something I've been really working on a lot myself is, putting my health first.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with that. I think health is like the most important thing in my entire life, right? Even before hustling, I was like a huge workout junkie and this and that, and then when I was hustling, I started finding a lot more of the kind of things that I really like to do, and I gravitated more towards cycling again. I was always a big cyclist, but I stepped out of it for a while in the college years, and I lifted a bunch, and then I came back, after college in a professional job, had money, and I was hustling and made more money, and I came across all these bikes, so I started riding a lot. So I love riding. If you've watched my videos, you'll know I'm a very fast twitch kind of guy. Like I have mannerisms and this and that. I just keep really active, and I really think that fitness has made me into a person that really can appreciate life down to like the very, very inception of just living, which is being able to function, being able to travel and like move your body around and being able to not be gassed out. Like I like that feeling, and that's one of the things that I really work on before the money is even made, right? That has to happen, or else I can't, like Raken said, I can't enjoy the money. And I know, CP, you're the same way. You're a very active kind of guy. The money doesn't speak if you can't even experience anything with the money, right, CP?
You don't need money to experience.
Yeah, okay. I might differ a little. My opinion kind of differs from yours.
Depending on your age and your lifestyle, you don't need money to have a good time.
That's right. You don't have to have money to have a good time. I think some people need money to experience certain things. Like if someone was like, "Hey, we're gonna go downhill mountain biking this weekend. Why don't you join?" If you had no money, it'd be like, "Okay, well, how am I supposed to rent the bike? How am I supposed to rent the gear?" And it's one of those things. So you need money is important to an extent, but then if you weren't physically fit even to go down the mountain in the first place, then
it wouldn't matter if you had the money or not.
Yeah. Everything's out the door. The money didn't matter if you can't even come down the mountain already with a mountain bike that you paid for. Okay, so basically that's what I'm saying. I really urge people out there to, do what Raken's doing, right? Get into a gym membership, maybe get a trampoline in your house. Do what College Picker does. He travels around the country, and he's got at least 2 bikes on him at any given time. He's got all kinds of stuff in his cars. He has snowboards. Kid's ready to rock at any given time. Now, don't get me wrong, guys out there in YouTube land, and you're probably going, okay, but Bonafide, you don't have kids, and you're not, married, and you don't have all these obligations. And none of us have kids. And look, it's going to be considerably harder for me to stay fit, I guess, when I have a kid. But one of the things that when my kid grows up, I'm going to teach them the value of fitness very early, much like my parents did with me. And I think I turned out pretty good, They basically said no Nintendo. They bought me a Nintendo, and then my grades dropped to the freaking floor. So instead of making B's, I was making D's within like 4 weeks, and they're like, no more Nintendo. This is the dumbest idea. We're just going to lock this kid outside of the house. He's going to have to ride his bike everywhere until it's dinner time. And that's basically my life in middle school and before middle school. That was it. My parents... And I was forced to make my own fun, and I was forced to just make friends and travel around the neighborhood and use a bike a lot. And that's where I think the bike thing came from. Anyway, I discussed that in my book. You can get more information about that in there. But I do value fitness. I think it's very important to challenge yourself. I'll tell you right now, as you get older, it gets weird, man. Things, I can't bench like as much as I was able to bench in college. I can't do as much as I did, I can't race as fast as I did in a mountain biking race that I did 5 years ago, right? I just can't do that. but I can get awfully close. And so that's what it's all about. It's about hedging your age and aging and all that, and being able to enjoy your money that you make through hustling. So don't forget to put fitness, and you don't have to be going to a gym. You can do some P90X stuff. You can do some insanity workouts at home. You can do a lot of things. There's so many. You can even put in the Richard Simmons Sweating to the Oldies VHS tape from back in the day. You can take your Jane Fonda stuff. All those principles in working out are still valid today. Without all the tight clothing and spandex and lycra. So I'll touch really quick on relationships. I think it's important to show the value of hustling to your significant other, right? So that way, or I should say it, it's important to show that to your significant other, that they can attain a really good life without spending that much money too, right? My girlfriend does spend a decent amount of money on new clothes, but when she finds a used article of anything at a store or a garage sale, she feels a whole lot better. She feels like she won something, which didn't win anything, but she feels like she won. She found a loophole in life. It's important that as a hustler, you tell your loved ones and you bring them into your life and you go, look, the life isn't all just about listing and reselling and all that stuff. It's also about finding the things that you would have spent your money on and getting it for cheaper. And it's like a treasure hunt. It really is a treasure hunt. And if you really like the Christmas morning or the day before Christmas or Christmas morning feeling of opening up your presents or not knowing what you might find, a perfect way to experience that exact feeling is to go to garage sales every Saturday morning with your loved one, right? Just be like, hey, we don't know what we're going to find, but let's bring some money with us and let's have some fun. Let's get some coffee, maybe a donut, maybe something, and let's have some fun with this morning. It's only 3 hours long. Let's see what we can do together. But don't forget to bring your loved one with you as much as possible and get them into the lifestyle, because I think it's a very smart lifestyle to at least be a part of some part of your life. I think it's important that you see the real cost of goods in America and how jacked up and inflated prices really are for the general public. So anyway, the third thing I want to talk about is priorities. You know, Reagan's going to be a little bit better at this than I am explaining this, but basically if you have a priority, you're like, okay, in 2015 I know I want to do fitness and I'm going to take Bonafide's advice and go get a gym membership and everything. Just doing that doesn't mean you're going to get fit and doesn't mean that it's important to you, right? What means that it's important to you is you're going to be at the gym at least 4 times a week or 3 times a week, or you're going to schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You have to show up at that gym. That's where the commitment leads to execution, okay? Not just because you got a membership at a gym. That doesn't mean anything, right? You have to make the actions to find yourself in front of the gym and within the gym, because I think once you're around all those people working out, you're going to want to work out, right? When you're at home watching TV, you're going to want to stay home and watching TV and be comfortable. That is the bottom line, right? When you eat junk food because you see all your other friends eating junk food, you're probably going to start eating more junk food, right? If you get around people that are making smoothies, making juices, and lifting weights, you're probably going to gravitate towards that as well. So, not saying ditch your friends, but be very cognizant of the things around you that are going to detract you from your actual priority, whatever that might be. Okay, it doesn't have to be gym. It can be anything. It could be attaining more love from your loved one. It could be finding a loved one. It could be anything. But just make sure that your priorities are aligned with your actual values and what you want to change within your life for the next year. The fourth thing, happiness. If you're not happy with what you're doing and hustling, don't forget you can always change things up. It's very important that don't be stagnant. If you're not liking what you are doing, you need to change something. Okay. Now I don't know what that is right now. But certainly finding yourself in some of these reselling groups or even in our green room can definitely help you and steer you into getting seriously motivated about the sport of hustling. Let's call it a sport, right?
It is a sport, yes.
It's a sport. So definitely check out groups and don't be afraid to get around other people, much like the gym example, around other people that are like-minded that want to make money so you can then again make it fun for yourself. If you're finding yourself in a rut or you're a beginner or something like that, just get around some people that are doing the right things, and you inevitably will be doing the right things just because you'll be like a sponge. You're going to be soaking up information. You're going to want to act because you see the rest of everyone acting on things. You're never going to want to be out of the circle. That's what it's all about. It's about finding yourself, aligning yourself with the right people, and then you will become those people. Last thing, ensuring the future of hustling for yourself, right? If you love hustling and you're like, well, what is hustling going to be a year down the road? Am I still going to be able to find clothes? Am I going to still be able to find bikes? Am I going to still be able to do this? don't ever get ahead of yourself within this game, right? The most important thing is to stay close to your money when you need to stay close to your money, and don't be afraid to spend your money when the time is right to spend your money. A lot of people find themselves like going to garage sales or a thrift store, and they're pressed to find something, and never be like that. That is suicidal. That is not a good thing to do while you're hustling. Guard your money. It's equally as important to guard your money as it is to spend your money. So don't be afraid to spend your money, but be proud when you start guarding your money because you're not finding anything, because the next big hustle is right around the corner. And I can honestly say, if you go to enough places, you're going to find something probably every single day. Raken, am I right about that, or have you had days where you never find a single thing?
Well, I mean, it really depends what you're looking for and what your standards are. You know, at my point, I'm not willing to go in and find something that only makes me $10 or $15 profit most of the time now. So depending on where you are, I say, yes, you could find something for a profit, but, you know, there's times where I walk in, walk out because it's just not worth my time. So that's just a short way to answer it.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt your business if you become a thrift snob.
Yeah, that's true. Be a thrift snob when you can. If you're out there for like 4 to 8 hours, I mean, if you're snobbing on every single place you're going to, there might be an issue.
Snobbing on
That's what we're calling. Snobbing on all these places, you might have an issue. So look deeper within that issue.
YouTube channel name for somebody, Snobby Picker.
Snobby Picker, man. Hey, that might be the smartest picker out of everybody there, man. So that's pretty much my bit. I rambled through that, but that's cool. At least I got through a pretty good portion. If you have any more questions, you can put it in the feed. I definitely want to see what you guys are talking about. Before we go to the next person, let's go to the feed. Let's engage. Let's see what's going on with the people out there. Hopefully my computer's working good, and hopefully people are commenting, you know. I'm pretty sure they are by now.
I don't think so. It's too cold to be receiving comments right now.
Okay, so yeah, there are some people in here. Mark Rice, Hustlemania, blah, blah, blah. Kevin Nielsen says his combination of snow and freezing temperatures are causing the delay at the airport. We got 46 viewers in the room. I know my feed's working. I'm pretty sure my feed's working okay. Guys, all 46 of you people out there, you know, guys and gals, help us out, ask a question, or just say that you can hear us. I want to make sure my comment feed's working. I just want to make sure. I'll toss it over to the next person. We're going to go to Young right now. Young, you want to talk about how you balance hustling within your personal life?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what I do. I mean, granted, I'm kind of an exception here from you guys because, you know, I do have a day job, but yeah, I mean, you know, I'm kind of like CP where I do travel a lot, not just for business, but I also travel a lot for pleasure. I mean, I've been places that most people can only dream about, right? I mean, I've been to like Thailand, Taiwan, Mexico. I mean, I've done it all practically, and the reason I can do that is because, you know, and this is something that I talked about before, is I have the inventory, you know, where I have enough inventory where I can take trips like that, and I'm talking FBA. Obviously, when you're on vacation, you can't ship for eBay. But because I have enough inventory in FBA, you know, I can go on trips like this, and at the same time, I have money coming in, and that's the beauty of the whole thing. And so yeah, I mean, you know, in order to balance your hustling life and your personal life, I mean, you really got to work hard at building that inventory. That way, you can, you know, enjoy yourself by doing things like this, you know, by going to Hawaii and stuff like that. I mean, what good is it? What good is it going to do if you're out there hustling all day, but you're not making any money, right? I mean, so you really got to work on getting that inventory up, you know. And the way I would do it, man, is if you, especially for people who are full time. I mean, gosh, first of all, you guys have no excuses. You know, if you're hustling full time, man, you know, get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, go hit up the thrift stores on the weekends, go to the garage sales, estate sales. There should be really no excuse. And then, you know, work hard for like 2 months, and then the other 2 months, take a break if you want, right? And then once that break is over, go at it again hard for like another 2 months. Just balance it out, right? And I guarantee you, you'll be so much happier, man. And you know, and I kind of, you know, ditto on everything that Chris said earlier about fitness. You know, I admit, man, I got some weight that I should be losing, but you know, I wasn't always like this. I mean, I can show you guys pictures from like 4 or 5 years ago, and I look completely different. And my problem is I have a chronic lower back pain. And my gosh, man, it is like when it flares up, it's I don't wish that pain on no one. I mean, it cripples the hell out of you.
What do
Well,
you
I mean,
take for it?
you laugh, and it is kind of funny, I guess, in a sense. But it's, it's one of those things where, and this is actually going to sound funny, but like even when I use the bathroom, um, it hurts so much, dude. It's just, I mean, it's just unreal. And so, I mean, I've talked about, yeah, I used to train with Frank Shamrock. I've been doing martial arts for all my life. I got a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Um, and then from that, I went to French school. I used to run marathons. And people don't know that, right? People don't know that because, again, because of my health issues. But that's something that I need to work on. Like Chris said, health is really important. But it's really hard. Like Chris said, as we get older, you can't do some of the things that you did when you were younger, but you can always modify it to a certain point. But yeah, I mean, work hard. Have a goal of where you want to be within a couple of months. When you reach that couple of months, enjoy yourself, take some time off for yourself, and then go back at it hard again. Fitness, health, that's a priority. It's easy for me to say, but again, I used to be really active, but again, because of the back issue, I'm really, really limited to what I can do these days.
So, Young, let me ask you a question because maybe people in the comment feed are like thinking maybe they have lower back pain issue. Maybe there's someone out there that's one of our 55 viewers right now that are going, oh, I got lower back issues too. I wonder what Young's doing to combat that. Or, like, how do you think it came around? And are you doing anything right now to make that better? Do you have a certain like thing on your chair that like makes you arch weird or what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. So I mean, this. I can give you like the short version. I mean, it really goes back to when I was 19 years old. That's how long it's been. I mean, I'm 42 now, and I remember when I was 19, I lived in Santa Cruz. I had dropped my keys. I bent over to pick up my keys, and my back locked up. And ever since then, it just happens. It just happens more frequently now because I'm older. But I've been having this issue since I was 19. And one of the problems was the doctor that I had for years never once sent me to a back specialist. She would always prescribe painkillers, muscle relaxers, and and I don't mind talking about this. I don't mind being transparent about this. But I was addicted on painkillers. That's how bad it got.
Oh my gosh, this is turned into like Young the rehab.
Yeah, no, it got so bad. I mean, and I can't remember what it was, but because she kept prescribing painkillers and muscle relaxers, and it was right around that time when I started getting the weight. And then finally one morning I woke up, I was like, what the hell am I doing? I'm like, these aren't really, it's not really doing anything. It's just masking the pain. So I.
That's what painkillers do.
Yeah. So I flushed everything down the toilet. I switched doctors. I'm really happy with my doctor now. Fortunately, I haven't had any serious issues then since I switched doctors. But I just try to be really careful about the way I do things. Like I don't bend at the knees, obviously. The way you twist and turn, I just really try to be cautious about how I do things these days.
Well, I got two suggestions for you, Young. You want to know what they are?
What?
Pilates and yoga, man. Those are the.
I was gonna say yoga.
Okay. Well, see, again, we can have that conversation where, again, when I was very active, I would do yoga. I would go to yoga like once or twice a week. And it helped. I got very loose and whatnot. But the pain always comes back. I mean, again, we can have this conversation. Like I've tried everything. I'm telling you, man. I'm one of those guys. Like my friends and I would go into the mountains. We backpacked for like 5 days. Again, I used to run races. You know, I was a huge martial artist all my life. I wrestled in high school, but it's just that lower back pain, man. I'm telling you, it always comes back. You know, and one of the things, and I remember my coach used to tell me, "Oh, well, you just got to keep coming to the gym." I'm like, "No, you idiot! That makes no sense. I can't come to the gym because my back is locked up."
Just go to the gym, man.
That was just
Well, you gotta take care of yourself, man. And I gotta tell you, just from a personal training standpoint, the human body must be able to balance itself before it can even apply weights to the exercises in general. So don't ever like do weighted exercises if you have that. You must be able to master Pilates or yoga
I've never
or stretching. Even before all that, like a little bit of stretching, but then
I used to do all that. I used to do all that. I hated lifting weights. I actually enjoyed doing personal, just using my own personal weight. A lot of push-ups, sit-ups.
Functional strength.
Yeah. But again, I mean, you know, we can go back and forth, but it's always that back pain. It always comes back, and I will guarantee you now, within the next year or so, it'll come back because it always does. But yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of it is just really, again, you know, just work hard. You know, I'm not making any excuses. I don't want people to feel sorry for myself. But, you know, it is what it is. It's going to happen again. But, you know, even when it does happen, at least I have enough inventory to, you know, where I can take that week or 2 weeks off and rest my back.
talking about inventory of goods, not painkillers, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Dang, man. Dude, that's crazy, man.
Well,
I'm serious. You know what? After the show, I can send you guys pictures, and you guys be like, "Oh my gosh, who is this guy?"
is it just going to be you bending over or something, or what's the deal?
You know, if you want to see me bend over, I can, but
No, I don't need to see that. All right. So I gotta say, we gotta applaud Young right now for being as transparent as he is. He really went deep into his little, you know, past life and this and that. And if you guys are having the same kind of issues, let's talk about it there in the comment feed real quick. We're gonna go to Eric pretty soon here, see how he likes to handle his hustling career versus his life. We have people in the feed. We got Holland Hobbies in there. We got Blythe Snow. We got Philly. We got people. We got all of us talking to people in the comment feed. We got Elizabeth Santa Cruz, Cody Hawk. Okay, so like Vintage Philly PA, Valet Picker, Jerry Gonzalez, Jamie's Joystick. It seems like there's something going on with the YouTube comments and how they're getting pushed out to me. So let me just say a couple things here that are kind of mind blowing. First of all, Indianapolis, 14 degrees in Indianapolis, guys. So don't feel too bad if you're in 32 or whatever. We got -17 in North Dakota. Oh my gosh.
Dude, let's stop talking about how cold it is everywhere.
No way, dude. You should have got a better jacket on. Why are you outside? All right, so
because I could go inside if you want me to troll the Starbucks ambient noise
No, it's
internet
okay.
again. Okay.
Cody Hawkins says it's 10 in Spokane, Washington. All right, cool. And everyone can hear us good, so that's good. Everything seems fine. I think LVM Trans Am LVM says I got pain like that, referring to Young. So there you go, man. People are identifying with the same issue that you have, Young. I'm curious to see because I have a feeling that a lot of pickers, and help me out here, but when you're in like serious listing mode or serious picker mode, there's a lot of like hunched over stuff that you're doing while you're at your desk. Am I right, CP or Reagan or Young?
Oh, yeah.
That's if your posture's not good. You're supposed to have 90 degrees knees bent, 90 degrees
Right.
hip to spine, and then slightly tilted wrists when you type.
Very good, CP. Very good.
Oh, great.
Take it down.
I just got a refund on Amazon. Amazing.
Okay, cool. CP, you're going to be going up next. I want to read this last comment. So L. Philly says, I'm smashing that like button from inside a car wash parking lot under the rain
Nice.
in LA.
Wow.
That is pretty awesome, man. We got one person in the Denver airport. We got one person at a car wash just watching Green Room Hangouts, man. That's crazy. Do us a favor, guys, 56 viewers in the room. Like the video if you like what we're talking about. If you like the videos where we go over a topic and we kind of, go from picker to picker to picker and we get different views, let me know about that. Also, if you have a topic that you want us to cover or a guest that you want us to interview, then go ahead and put that in the comment feed as well, because we do look at the comment feed back. You know, when we're doing another show, we go back in the comment feeds, we check it out, we see if we missed anything. And of course, we're getting suggestions from within the green room itself of actual topics. One of which will be maybe next week's show will be this. Do a show that'll be a Q&A about the green room, right? For the people that aren't in the green room, they want. This is not from within the green room. This is outside of the green room. Someone said maybe you should do a show for people like me that are on the fence about joining the green room. And I know I'm not the only one because me and some other people have talked about it in another group. But we don't have answers to our questions. Maybe you can do a show that has like a straight-up Q&A show on YouTube about the green room, where green room members can actually be in the feed too, and helping answer those questions as well. So, you know, we would love to do it. We're going to try to do that actual hangout next week, and it might be a very big into self-promotion. So if that kind of turns you off, I'm sorry. But we want to help out people as well that are maybe on the fence of joining, and we will totally entertain any other topic as well. So if there's a better topic than that one for next week, we're going to do it. But we've had numerous requests for that actual topic to do a green room.
Do a whole show
like,
on plug the green room for a whole show.
No, like do a show of like what it's like to be within the green room, like from within, right? Just talking about the people that are not in, like what's it like being in the green room? Like how motivating is it? What do you get for free? You know, what are the strings attached, and how much is it every single month, or is it a yearly? Like, you know, people have all these kind of questions, and
I'll pull an example like Bolo and post it on my Facebook page when we do it that week.
Yeah, we could do something like that. I'm just saying, you know, of course I want a bunch of people in the room. Don't get me wrong, right? But I want people in there that are driven to make a change in their life, both you know, positive, like, you know, feeling good about what you're doing and you feel enlightened about hustling, and also rewarding in a monetary sense, right? Because some people love hustling, but they just seem to not make any money doing it, but they love hustling, so they find themselves complaining a whole bunch. And we don't have that in the green room, right? We have a lot of people that love hustling, and they're making a lot of money doing it. So we want those kind of people in there. And if we can attract more of those people, I'm all about it, right? And if some of those people have questions and they're not in the room, I'm all about answering those questions as well. CP, you're next. Let's talk about how you balance hustling with your life, man. How do you balance hustling right now in the moment while it's 32 degrees outside and you're freezing your ass off?
Right now it's actually 30. It dropped.
There's a huge unbalance of hustling versus your current happiness right now, right?
Actually, no, I'm pretty good. I want to talk about a couple things. I made some notes. Number one, it's not really my current situation. Yeah, it is kind of my current situation because I've always had a roommate. I've always shared a living dwell with somebody or with a bunch of other people, and I want to just say, balance how you're using the space in the house with the consciousness of the surroundings of your roommates, of the other people. So if I'm going to do like an FBA shipment every week, and I'm going to tear up the front room and just like have stuff everywhere and be boxing things up, maybe for 8 to 12 hours at a time. I've done that before where I've had the room torn up for like 8 to 12 hours. If my roommate wants to have somebody over next week, I won't do it. Like, you just be conscious of it. Like, give them, you gotta give, you gotta take. Like, you can't just keep doing it without even thinking about the other people that you're affecting. So you have to have a balance between yourself and those other people. That makes sense. Wanted to talk about putting the phone down, putting the phone on silent. That's probably something that you guys can agree with. If you're not into hustling, you really don't care what somebody sold or what somebody just got an offer for. And you really like some people are out drinking or you're out having dinner with friends and they're not into hustling. Some of them might find it cool, some of them might find it like frankly annoying. So just don't constantly update people what's going on, or just put your phone down. Like, be conscious of your surroundings. If you're not around hustlers, more than likely they're not going to care what's going on, and it's just going to distract you from your life, from interacting with people on like a non-hustler way, because we've all done it. We're probably all addicted to our phones. It can get to the point. I've had a girlfriend be upset about how often I've been on Craigslist and browsing stuff, always looking for the next deal. And I'm sure Chris and Steve and Yang have also been guilty of that. If
That's
not,
how I lost my last two.
If not, please correct me. Okay.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, you can save a lot of time and balance yourself that way by not constantly checking your phone. Maybe checking your phone like a couple times a day, or like when you're going to the bathroom, or being able to multitask or something. Chris actually hit the nail on the head. I wanted to bring back up how you said not just hustling to resell, but actually hustling to save money yourself, or to hit the home runs, the singles, doubles, finding the Lululemon pants at Goodwill and just celebrating that, because you're going to save so much money. Rather than selling things and putting money in your account, you're keeping money in your account that could have otherwise been spent. So that's also part of balancing, which is amazing. Yang made an excellent point when he was talking about hustling hard for maybe a distinct amount of time. When you see an end to something, you really can kind of focus towards it. I'm a procrastinator, so I like to know there's an end. I like to hustle until the end, and usually really close to the end. But if I know there's an ending, I'll just try a lot harder. Instead of knowing that it's indefinite. If it's indefinite, you're kind of you're like, oh, I have so much time to do this, whatever. I'm just gonna kind of put it off, whatever. But if you have that month or two that you're focusing on hustling, and then you have that vacation to look forward, it will stop you from burning out so easily. You'll go through cycles of really wanting to hustle hard and really wanting to vacation hard or go on really cool trips, and that will stop you from burning out. The burnout phase is not fun when you're hustling. You kind of really don't want to do anything for a while, but it comes in cycles. That's some of the balancing that I've wanted to touch on.
Well, cool, man. So that's good. We have people that are talking about it. They're oh wow. So someone bought a Chromecast, by the way. You know what a Chromecast is. Just bought a Chromecast device for my TV, watching you guys live from a Chromecast. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, that's awesome. We're on TV, man. We got our own show on TV.
So we have there's a bunch of other people just talking about random stuff. It seems like the Hangout is going really good. I don't think there's anything wrong with my YouTube. I don't know. I have a feeling like I'm not seeing the comments correctly. But anyways,
I've been refreshing it. There just aren't that many comments, I guess.
Mine's freezing.
Oh, I think it's something else, because the comments come but they just come in stacks, and it's just really weird.
Oh, really?
It's not like our normal shows. I mean, I know when it's messed up. I guarantee you, it's messed up a little bit. We got sub peeps from Caesar's Palace. We have Valet Picker. Awesome. I'm definitely fired up for the new year. Okay, Rakin. So we're at 7:43 Central Time. Man, you look like you've been ready this entire time to just blast. What's going on, man?
Enlighten us all. Enlighten us all.
No, you guys, honestly, you guys really touched on it really well. You guys hit pretty much all the points right on the head. I guess what I would say, I've got some notes here, is, I mean, first of all, you got to figure out, what balance means to you. This is different for everybody. Some people, they like to balance everything out perfectly. They like to spend equal time in business with relationships and friends and their health and everything. But maybe that's not who you are. Like me, I kind of like things being hectic. That's just my personality. I like going hard. I like hitting things hard. Like when I'm going at it, I'm going at the gym hard. I'm going at my business is hard. I'm hanging out with my friends hard. That's just the way I like to do it. I mean, I like it hectic. That's the way I like it. I mean, and sometimes things aren't going to be in balance. Like right now, I've got a huge month planned for Kindle. I'm going to be reading upwards to 50 books this month, and imagine how much time that's going to take juggling 15, 20 different virtual assistants and employees and stuff like that. So this is going to be a very big month for me. I've got a lot of things going on in business, so it's going to be a little out of balance. But some things that I like to do to be able to try to keep it in balance as much as I can is to plan ahead, write out my goals, create to-do lists during the day, make sure I'm doing the things that really matter most. Make sure I'm seeing my folks a few times a week, make sure I'm hanging out with my friends a few times a week, make sure I'm getting into the gym every day is a new thing. So I've got a whole morning ritual that just primes me for the day. When I'm done with that, I get into my highest leverage activity for the day, which is for my business. The next thing you do, I get into my working out. So I'm knocking certain things off that I'm guaranteed to do during the day just by planning ahead, just by, staying aligned with my goals and stuff. But, you really got to figure out what does a balance mean to you, and then you've got to actually go through your values. I mean, what matters most to you? What matters most to me might be different for Chris or for Eric or for Young, personally, I put health as my number one value, even over family. And the reason is because if I'm unhealthy, then how could I really be there for my family? How can I contribute to my family? How can I enjoy my family without my health? Then next in line would be family, then business and finances and contribution. So figure out what really drives you, what your values are, what gets you excited, and then kind of plan your life around it and try to balance it out, plan ahead. But I think balance is huge. The main reason why we're talking about balance, balancing our business and reselling with life is because when things go out of balance, I mean, you neglect certain things unintentionally. You stop seeing your family as much, you stop giving as much attention to your loved ones, and you don't realize it, and they start to get pushed away. So if you don't keep things in balance and in check, your life could actually turn out a way that you didn't plan it to be. So that's why we think it's so important, at least myself, and I believe everyone else in the green room believes the same thing. I mean, it's important to make sure everything gets its own proper consideration. So you live a life that, means something, that has meaning, that you're fulfilled, that you're happy at the end of the day, because what's money? I mean, I have a YouTube channel. All money is just a resource. It's just a representation of value. The more money you have, typically the more value you've given. So if you want to gain more money in life, just give more value. But at the end of the day, it's just a resource. It's just a piece of paper. So I mean, if you don't have your health, if you don't have your family, if you don't have your friends, and if you don't have your loved ones close to you, what's it really matter? So I think that's the main point we were trying to get to. So that's my my spiel.
Cool. And, I just wanted to say one thing. And some people had that mindset of, well, I just want to work now, and then once I retire, I want to enjoy life. Well, that's fine, but kind of going back to what Chris was saying about health, right? What's going to happen when you work all your life, not do anything, and then you have that mindset of, well, I'm going to enjoy myself when I retire. Well, then if you're not healthy and you get sick, now you're in some deep trouble, and all that work you did, all that money you made is worthless.
That's why you gotta have all the fun when you're young.
That's exactly. That's why I travel as much as I do, and that's what we're trying to say is you need to really balance out your life.
And one more thing I want to touch on. I'm sorry, I forgot. I was mentioning my values, and everybody has values, but one big thing that they kind of drop the ball with, and myself included, and I've been actually looking at this a lot lately, is we say that we have certain values, right? I tell you that I value health as number one, and then I value, family and business. But if you were to take a look at me and my body, you see that I'm overweight, I'm not in shape, you'd probably say, well, Steve, how is that true? How is health number one when you're obviously 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight, you're not in shape? And, the thing is, a lot of times we don't even realize that we're not even aligned with our values. So you got to actually take a look at your values and take a look at your life and say, am I aligned with them? In order to align with your values, you've got to do certain things. So that's why I'm starting to go to the gym more. I'm starting to eat right. I'm starting to do certain things. So ask yourself, are you aligned with your values? That's huge.
So one of the things, Steve, that you're going to be working on in 2015 is aligning yourself with all of your values, correct? Yes or no?
Yep, and I'm going to be doing that primarily with my goals report. Every month on YouTube, I'm going to release all my goals, most of them, and I'm going to update everybody with how I'm doing, how I'm progressing, if I'm achieving them or if I'm failing them currently. So that's one way that I've learned that's going to really leverage me to stay aligned.
One of the things that I think I've seen you do for the past year at least was you might be doing this goals report in 2015, and maybe people are like, well, I don't want to wait a month to see how you did and these goals that you're doing. But if you follow Steve on Facebook, you put up a decent amount of shots within your apartment or within your office of your goal board, right? You have a goal board, and it kind of looks like a little checklist. Like, did I work out today? Did I do work today? Did I, and I saw something, I swear, this week from you, and it was just a picture of your goal board that you have. So some people have goal lists, some people have priority lists. Rakin's got a goal/priority/ checklist thing that
was
doing,
actually,
right?
I do have another goals board, but that was actually just my morning ritual board. So right when I wake up,
right,
I see the board in front of me, and I go through a routine that takes me about a half hour, and then I get into my day from there.
Yeah, that's really smart. So that's equally, I mean, meditation is part of that board. I remember seeing it, but it's equally as important as the meditating itself is to show yourself every morning and I fail to do this, but somehow in the morning I seem to plan my next day the previous night, right before I go to sleep. I tell myself this is what I'm doing, and I execute on that. But you actually have a physical thing in front of you, like you look at every single morning when you wake up, and then you execute that entire thing. So, like Yang said, or CP said, it's different for a lot of people, but the most important thing, like Reagan said, is to align yourself with the goals and act on what you want, because plenty of people know, oh, I know I need to be more fit, and then they find themselves watching, football every single Monday night and every single weekend, and it's like, wait a minute, like I could have been doing this, or I could have been, why am I eating nachos, like that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that's bad, but it's certainly not going to help get people to the goals that they want to be, if they want to be fit, for example. Fitness happens to be one of the very top things. If you didn't realize, like Eric touched on it, Rakin's touched on it, Yang touched on it, and I definitely have touched on it, right? So it's very important. Even a little bit is better than nothing. You got to do something. Rakin, what got you started into, you said you were a little overweight and you wanted to, I still remember some videos in 2014 from you where you were riding a bike and you were still working out. You were taking people on walks around your neighborhood, right?
It's something I've always struggled with my whole life is my weight and even my emotions and stuff too, because I feel like a lot of times when they're overweight, the reason is it's because they're having trouble dealing with their emotions. Why do people overeat a lot of times? It's because they're bored, maybe they're depressed, or maybe it's just a habit, or they're not feeling good. I mean, so that's just something I've been struggling with. I always get back up, but I'm trying to really make it something that's more sustainable over the long term, and just creating good habits. No crazy diets, no crazy, routines, just a balanced, diet and workout schedule and everything. But, it's been a struggle for me,
This is a crazy episode. Addicted to pain meds, overweight, and everything. Man, this is deep. I like it.
Well, I mean, it's
good about
it's a lifestyle. It really is.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle thing. What's good about Steve, what he's alluding to, I mean, he's making, in 2014, you've made considerable, changes already, right? You've made some pretty good changes. You hung in a full round of tennis with CP in Austin, Texas, when it was 100 degrees outside.
They're called sets, not rounds.
Okay, whatever. They're called sets. When we had a chance to eat a really terrible breakfast one morning, we got smoothies, right? And Steve was pitching a smoothie in the back of my SUV, saying how good it was and how it's smart to do that, and it really is. So Steve, not only he's started. I think you need to perfect your journey, but I think you're well on your way. Even in this year, I wouldn't say, I think you've done a lot of good things. So you just got to keep going, man.
It's just all about executing. A lot of times people, they know what to do. I know the right foods to eat. I know the right, exercises to do. A lot of people in business, they know what to do. They know how to hustle, but it's all about execution, right? It's all about being consistent and doing what you're going to say. And, the more you do what you say, the more confidence you build, and, you start seeing progress. And the next thing you know, you've accomplished your goals. So, yeah, execution, baby.
The execution.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I like about you too as well, Rick. And you actually put you are a big social media kind of guy, so you will put, like, I'm at a gym, like if you feel good about something or a step you're taking, you're going to make sure that you try to help as many people with that in YouTube land or Facebook land as possible. So like I was saying, don't forget to follow Rake and Profit on Facebook, and same with College Picker, and same with Yang. Yang will take you to the eBay headquarters in his Subaru, and College Picker will show you how to ride a mountain on a budget in his Facebook posts.
I'll break it down for you.
And CP is all about the wild lifestyle and staying healthy, and Yang's all about enjoying life. That's what I get out of Yang's Facebook channel, and he's real big about enjoying the life, like cooking a good food, and he's all about that. You're a big foodie, Yang. I know that about you. You love food, but you like exquisite food.
And then I like to travel. I mean, that's my passion. I love it.
You love that kind of stuff.
I'm right there with CP, man. I mean, I was supposed to be in Texas, as we speak, but unfortunately, my
head gasket.
Yeah, I mean, my plans had to be canceled. But I'm supposed to be with the Bonafide Hustler right now.
I thought you were gonna stop and see me first.
I was gonna go, and then my friends kind of convinced me to stay in town for a New Year's bash, so I ended up. I don't know. You know what? Maybe I will come out and see you still.
Good. Do you snowboard or ski, Yang?
Yeah, I snowboard.
Steve, do you snowboard or ski?
I sled.
Okay. Chris, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a snowboarder are you?
About an 8.
Okay, so we got to do a trip, man. We got to do a ski.
We got to do a trip.
I was thinking about it, like, and this is
Are you
something we'll
gonna
talk
go
about.
this season? Yeah, are you gonna go this season?
I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna try to hit up maybe Durango in like late March or something like that.
Hey,
Do you
if
know?
you guys,
That's
You,
what I'm
if you
thinking.
guys ever get a chance, go to Whistler. Oh my gosh, up in Canada. Oh, dude.
Chris, you know I went to Durango last weekend
Did you really?
because it's like right down the street.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm
I'm
saying.
surprised you went there instead of Ruidoso. I heard Ruidoso is okay right now.
I don't know where that is yet. I'm not familiar with this area too much, but yeah.
Okay, that's
what
fine. Because you haven't told anybody where you are right now. So
No.
do you want to tell people where you are or no?
Not really. No.
Okay, never mind.
Not really.
He's in Mountain Time and he's kind of close to Durango, Colorado. Now, if that doesn't,
And I'm right
you'll
next to
figure
a
it out.
freaking Starbucks.
Okay. Miss Lovely Janet, Raykin looks grainy. He looks like he's reporting from the 1980s.
Maybe I am.
I don't know why he's so grainy, Raykin. Okay.
He's like that in real
All
life.
kinds of questions. What'd you say?
He's grainy in real life.
I'm
Yeah,
just
he's
a
grainy in real life.
I'm just a grainy kind of guy.
Raykin's pixelated. Anytime you see him in real life, he'll be pixelated.
I'm not real.
What else we got here? We have 13 degrees in Kansas. Jamie's joystick he's in the green room, but he says he's in his mom's basement right now, so that's interesting. How easy is it to start off hustling? That's from Tanya. I'd say it's very easy to start off hustling. Young will tell you can start with like $5 or $10, and that's the truth.
You can start with $0.
Just go to some thrift stores and go to some garage sales, and you can find
So
some good
easy.
stuff.
Even a caveman do it.
Yeah, it's very easy. Fired up for the new year. Everything is working good. One thing I have done is I closed my store for the 10 days surrounding Christmas. So I just enjoyed the holidays with my family. That's from Jesse
That's what's
Myers.
up.
That's pretty cool.
That's what's up. That takes some discipline right there.
That's crazy good. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I would never do that. But that's discipline.
That's a good idea for
We're gonna be
eBay. Not
talking-
if you're on Amazon.
Yeah. We'll talk behind the scenes, and one of the things I want to talk about is maybe we'll do a winter trip, and maybe we'll find ourselves in Colorado by the end of 2015, and we'll see that. So if there are any like hustlers in the Denver, Colorado area, that might be a
The end of
place where we're going to be.
2015. Why not the beginning of 2015?
Well, we could do that too, but I got a Hawaii trip in February going on. I got a freaking Moab mountain biking trip in March that I want to mess with.
Dude, I'm right by
Then-
Moab too. Let me know when you're going to these places.
Okay, I will let you know. We can mountain bike together in Moab.
Talk to him.
I don't want to give out where you are, but you're also close to Moab, so.
Well, Mountain Time, like everywhere, is close to Moab.
Okay. So anyway, 7:58 p.m. I hope this was a really good episode, guys and gals out there. Just make sure you let us know in the comment feed. My dog's barking. How the show went, if you liked it, if you felt like okay, there wasn't much value, or if there was a whole lot of value and you got a little tidbit of something, then give us a thumbs up and make sure you comment down below if you had something to contribute to the show. Very, very cool. Very much appreciated. We're definitely going to read it, especially after the fact that it becomes an actual video on my channel. Couple closing things real quick. We are going to do a show next week. Yes, Raykin, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay, we're doing a show next week for sure, so don't worry about the New Year turning over. This is going to be the first show of 2015. It'll be Green Room episode number 42. Can't believe we've sank 41 episodes down the hatch, but that's great.
I hope I have internet by then.
We have some people ask us a little bit about when's our big meetup in Austin going to be. It's going to be, I think, the second week of July. Just so that's tentatively what I think we're going to be planning right now.
We're not thinking about 4th of July weekend again.
Well, if we could do the 4th of July
keep
weekend,
young away from the fireworks.
That was awesome,
the
though.
fireworks are gonna be
It
kind
was
of-
amazing in Austin. I remember just going down the neighborhood, in Chris's neighborhood, and they're just running out of the house shooting off these illegal fireworks. I'm like, what is going on over here?
It was a war zone. We were in Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Only reason I think I want to do it the weekend after 4th of July is because I think it'll give it a better chance of people that want to, see us and not, because 4th of July is a very big family kind of weekend, right? And I don't want to take people away from their families. So we kind of learned our lesson last year, or this year. There was a decent turnout. Don't get me wrong, but I think I really want the people to be with their families for the 4th of July. So the weekend after the 4th, that's when we're looking at having the Green Room big hangout and the YouTube hangout here in Austin, Texas. It'll be the weekend after the 4th of July. So if you're trying to plan something out and you got to ask off work and you got to do it like 6 months ahead of time, then that's going to be the weekend you're going to want to take off. If you are close to Austin, that's when you want to be down here, meet all of us and meet fellow pickers from around the area. So I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you have a topic that you guys want us to cover, right, a good suggestion, because some of these topics that we go over are actual suggestions that we pulled from within the green room or from other green room hangouts that someone random person just put into the feed after the fact. We just look at it after the fact and we see it and we're like, oh wow, that's a great topic. So you know, not all 41 episodes we picked all those, right? Like some of those were picked by you guys out there in YouTube land. So if you have a guest that you want us to interview, or if you have a topic that you want us to go over, please put that in the comment feed, and we will definitely read it. I'm gonna let CP start to wrap up this show because we let Young wrap up the last show, and how did you wrap it up, Young? It was something like. It was kind of a comical wrap up. It was kind of funny though, but I liked it. It was cool.
I don't remember.
Anyway, CP. Anyway, so
Wrap it
I'll
up,
look back.
CP.
Let's see.
All right, everyone in the world, Asia, Australia, North America, South America. We know y'all are watching. Thanks for checking us out, no matter what it is in your time zone. Super early, super late. We appreciate it. I'm out here in the cold just because I wanted to be with you guys. I could have easily just made a wood fire and snuggled up in my house with no internet and just chilled, but I'm out here instead. So that's just how much I wanted to. It really is. It could have gone either way, but I'm out here. I didn't order anything from Starbucks, so I'm a Wi-Fi criminal. But if you're in the green room, don't forget to enter the contest for the camera giveaway. Y'all know the camera giveaway I'm talking about. It's a camera that y'all have. You love it. I have one. I use it. I love it. It takes amazing eBay pictures. Takes great pictures for Craigslist, whatever. And it's awesome. We're going to be giving that away on the 1st. And thanks for watching.
Yep, and on CP's note, I'll also add that we have most valuable green room member contests coming up starting right now till the 1st. Previous winners have included Robert Burns and Craig Morris. So we're looking for the December winner very soon, voted from within the members themselves, right? We are awarding $25 every month to the most valuable member in the room who puts the best content up religiously and helps the green room go forward. So that is coming around. I'll put the post in the green room right now. And if you guys want to join the green room, I will make sure to put a link to the bottom of this video. So when it becomes an actual video on my channel and you're wondering a little bit more about the green room, next week, yes, we're going to have hopefully a broadcast about, you know, what's it like to be in the green room and everything like that. But before then, if you want to get in early, maybe you can win the contest Eric's talking about. Then I will be putting the link. What'd you say?
I just bumped it up to the top of the thread so everyone can see it.
Okay, cool. So there you go. Check it out, and we will see you guys later. Take it easy. We out of here. Bye.
Happy New Year.